Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I was about to call it a night, but I did what I normally do, and I went over to the Ashley's Reality Roundup just to make sure there was no news that has come out that was interesting enough for me to hurry up and do a quick video. There was, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over it. Rather than doing it live, I decided just to do a really quick pre-recorded video and upload it for you guys, but I probably will go live sometime tomorrow for us to discuss this. So, the Ashley has this article up and I thought it was really interesting. It talks about how the judge that ruled in Amber Portwood and Andrew Glennon's custody case over baby James, he read Amber Portwood's book, and things that she confessed to in the book actually affected his ruling. And I thought that was really interesting. We read her book for my member stream, or we went over it. If you're a member of my channel or my Patreon, that was something that we did together as we went over her book. And there was a lot of things that she confessed to in her book. You know, drug use, having sex a lot, just a lot of things that she confessed to. Also, there was something in there about how she's scared about getting on probation because she's not gonna have that hanging over her head, like I know I have to do right or I could go to jail. So all these things played into the judge's decision. So we're gonna go over this article really quick. So it's only Ashley Reality's Roundup. I will drop a link in the description box below so you can go read the entire thing yourself. But it says, a judge says Amber Portwood's confessions in her latest book and her outburst during custody court contributed to her losing custody of her son, James. Now, as you guys know, Amber recently suffered a huge blow in her custody case. Andrew Glennon was awarded sole custody of their 4-year-old son, James. He was also granted the ability to move away from Indiana to California, which is literally like 2,000 or 3,000 miles away. Plane ride, it's not just a hop in your car and you're going. It's a plane ride. And a judge told him, yep, you can move, you can take the baby. Now, Amber has been fighting this fight ever since 2019. They've been in this custody battle. Now, after the ruling was made public, Amber issued a statement saying that she was heartbroken and devastated by the ruling, and she vowed to keep fighting for her son. A recent report put out by The Sun states that Amber may have hurt her custody case when she released her latest book, So You're Crazy Too. Yeah. So this book was released while the custody battle was going on. It was released in February. This was literally, so February was about a month before they actually was in court, like on the stand, you know, because this has been ongoing for a couple of years now. But as it got closer to a close, they were actually in court. Gary testified on behalf of Amber. You know, Amber got up there. Andrew got up there. All kind of testifying, giving their account of why they should keep their kid, you know, Amber, why she should be allowed 50-50 custody, overnight visits, and things such as that. So just about a month before that, her book drops, and the judge reads the book, you guys. Now, in this book, it contains graphic descriptions of Amber's prior drug use, sexual escapades, mental health struggles, and more. Now, when I go live tomorrow, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the excerpts from the book that could have potentially hurt her case. So you guys, make sure you join me. Me and Sean, we have to go back to his VA appointments tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow around 1 or 2. I'll go live. I'll be posting on my community tab and on my Twitter, so you guys just kind of keep your eye out there if we're running a little bit late. But I do think that would be an interesting video to do, go live, kind of run down over this again, and then just read those excerpts that the judge probably read and thought, this is concerning. Now, according to court documents obtained by The Sun, the judge read Amber's book and was alarmed by some of the things that Amber admitted to in her tell-all. In the book, Amber discusses her significant history of substance abuse, her history of DV, her volatile attitude and propensity for aggression, her extensive mental health issues, her belief that the inpatient facility she attended for anger management should have instead been for drug use. Now, all these things was noted in court documents by the judge. The judge wrote that Amber mentioned in the book that she was concerned about getting off probation because then she would be responsible for keeping herself in line. This is probably one of the bigger ones that the judge took into consideration. The fact that Amber herself admitted in her book that she was worried that when she was no longer on probation, that she would not be able to keep herself in line. The judge wrote, her fear she will never have overnight parenting time with her son, that she finds herself canceling on her son more often than she would like, and the idea of getting off probation soon concerns her because she will be unwatched and unchecked. I'm going to read it again, just we can take it in, and this is what the judge wrote. Her fear that she will never have overnight parenting time with her son, that she finds herself canceling on her son more often than she would like, meaning she's like, well, I'm probably never going to get overnight visits, so she cancels on him to even get him for the day. And the idea of getting off probation soon concerns her because she will be unwatched and unchecked. The judge also noted that during some of the court hearings, Amber had to leave the courtroom several times in order to get control of her emotions. That's never going to be a good look. I mean, when you were in court for custody over your children, you definitely have to keep your emotions in line. You cannot be getting angry, no outbursts, because that's not going to work well in your favor ever. So these things were factored into the judge's final custody decision, with the judge noting that Amber demonstrated difficulty regulating her emotions at different points while testifying. And Amber testified during early March, which, like I said, book was released in February. The judge read it. March, she was on the stand testifying, and she had these little outbursts. At times, she had to leave the courtroom. It was previously reported that the judge also factored in that Amber smoked marijuana during her pregnancy, and that baby James was born with THC in his system. Wow, okay. Seems like I do remember hearing that a while back, like after he was born, or maybe it was after the arrest, that was something that Andrew put out, that James was born with THC in his system. The thing is did Andrew know that Amber was smoking while pregnant with baby James? I don't know. Because if he did know and he was okay with it, he didn't have a problem with it, but then all of a sudden after they split up, he's putting it out to paint her the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, did he know? What was the point of putting it out later? I don't know. Maybe he didn't know, and maybe he was shocked when she had the baby and the baby had THC in his system, and maybe that caused them problems. I don't know. Either way, if memory serves me correctly, after the arrest in 2019, after the audio tapes came out, it was leaked that James was born with THC in his system. I cannot say for sure that James was the one that leaked that, but you know, who else did? Amber will still get visitation with James. Those visits will alternate between Indiana and California. The first month, Amber flying to California, where she will spend, I think it's 3 days with baby James. She will get overnight visits. The next month, James and Andrew will have to fly to Indiana from California, and it will be like that. It will phase in to 5 nights, alternating who travels. And then the third phase will be determined later on, probably moved up to like a week. So that's what it is, you guys. I thought it was interesting. Make sure you guys join me back here tomorrow. We're going to do a live stream where we go over the excerpts from the book that the judge took into account when making this decision. You know, when I saw that the judge awarded Andrew sole primary legal physical custody and allowed him to move, I thought, geez, I thought Amber was doing so much better. But I guess this does explain some of what went into his decision making. So you guys leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Also, make sure your notification bell is set to all so you are notified of each time I upload a new video or I go live. Also, go follow me on my other social media accounts. I have a TikTok, I have a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the links are in the description box below, and I make sure that I post on there before I go live. So sometimes YouTube is not that great at sending out notifications, but if you follow me on those accounts, the chances of you knowing are a little bit greater. So go follow me on my other social media accounts and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.